Hello everyone, so today we're gonna solve this minimum number of operation to make array XOR equal to k. So let's understand the problem in a very simple way. Okay, just a small concept will make the things clear and we would be able to solve this problem. Okay, so let me draw some numbers. So here I have written certain numbers, okay, and just calculated the XOR of them, okay, to observe one pattern which will help us in our solution. So you can observe here. So if we look at this example, take the unit place, we have three ones and single zero. That means odd number of ones and odd number of zeros. Then that corresponding bit is coming 1. And on other hand, if all of them are either 0 or all of them are either 1, or there are equal number of ones and equal number of zeros, then it always produces the 0. Right, so this is simple observation in XOR. This will help us in finding the solution of our problem. Okay, so let's go to our solution of this problem. We can correlate with this. Okay, so now clearly we can say that if we have the odd number of ones and odd number of zeros, then it will produce 1, like this with this bit is 1. Similarly, on other hand, if we have all zeros, then it is producing 0. If we have all ones, then it will produce 0. Or if we have equal number of ones and equal number of zeros, then also it will produce 0. Okay, so in our question, what we have to do is, first of all, we have to do the XOR of all the numbers. Okay, and then we have to find that how to achieve this k. Now, if the XOR equal to k, then we can directly say that we don't need any operation. It would be 0 operation answer. Okay, but if there is any difference, we can take the intuition from what we have observed here, that if there is any difference in any bit with the k, that means if we change one of them, right, if let's say we can have thousands of numbers in the array, right, and let's say our case, for example, let's take a real example. So I have taken the example 1 of the question. So what it has given, it has the array of this thing, right, 2 1 3 and 4. Okay, so if I XOR them, this is our output and the value of k is given 0 0 1. Now what would be the answer of diff? So as per this requirement, as we explained here, we can clearly guess. Let's check the bits. So if we check this first bit, this is 0 here, okay, and here it is 1, right? That means, what it means, it is producing 0 and we have to have this as 1. So this is 0. So if it is 0, that means it is following the criteria of that either all of them are 0 or all of them 1, or there are equal number of 0 and equal number of 1, right? Then only 0 would be produced here and we have to change this. So if we make a one flip out of these number at this unit place, if we change one of them, then this will directly come to this criteria, right, where the number of zeros and one number of ones are not equal, because then it will make the 1. So if we make a one flip, we will come to directly this criteria. That means one flip means the one operation. So one operation will make this 0 equal to 1. So whenever we are seeing a difference, so first we get the XOR of the numbers and then we compare the bits of k with the XOR. Okay, so here 0 and 1. So we got one difference. Okay, now we will go to second bit. So second bit here is 0 and second bit here also 0. So we don't have to increase our answer. Now we will go to third bit. Third bit is 0, but third bit here is 1. So there is a difference. So we will make one more operation. So we will add it. Now we will go to next bit. Next bit is fourth bit. So fourth bit is 0 and fourth bit is here also 0. So we don't have any operations. 1 plus 0 plus 0. So it is totally equal to 2. So what we have to do is very simply, we just need to first get the XOR of all the numbers and then compare the bits of the k, and wherever we find a bit as a difference, we will basically add that. So we will increase the counter and that would be our answer. Okay, so let me quickly write the code of it. So before going to my main function, I have written this utility function check bits, which will give me the diff. So what I'm doing here is I'm taking the longer value here as the first parameter. So I'm checking here if n1 by any chance lesser than n2, then I'm just making a swap of it. Then what I'm doing here, so these int a and b, these are the two values which will start as the value of that place, means bit is 0 or 1, let's say. So we are starting from the 0th location, just like we explained in the table, just like this. Okay, so our a would be in the kth first bit, and similarly for jodh b would be denoted by b. Okay, so then I'm writing this method similarly. So what I am doing here is I am just getting the bits value here. So if we do the n1%2, it will give the place value of it, whether it is 0 or 1. Okay, and then I'm just making the n1 equal to n1 by 2, because once we got the value, we have to update the new value of n1. So now what I am doing here is in this portion I'm checking for the second one. If n2 is 0, that means obviously everything would be 0. Otherwise, similarly, we also have to take the bits place value here as well. So n2%2, this will give me the bit value, and right now similarly I'm updating this n2 as well, n2 equal to n2 divided by 2. Now at this line I'm checking that if a is not equal to b, that means they are different. So I am just increasing the counter, and similarly I am running this till the time n1 becomes 0. And remember, I am taking n1 as the greater value. Let's say if we have 7 and 12, then I am calling 12 should be here. If I call 7 and 12, then I am making this switch here, right? I'm just making the switch of the parameters. So finally we will use this utility function. So let me quickly complete the code. So simply you can see here, I'm just getting the XOR of all the values in the array, and then just I'm calling the check bits method to get the difference of the bits here. So I'm calling this whatever XOR I got and the k, and I'm returning directly. That would be our answer. So let me run the code. That is running, and let me submit it. Yeah, so it is 100% faster. So if you guys has any doubt, please comment me, and thank you for watching the video.